Now, Mr. Spearman, during the testimony given the Commission in August, it was suggested that students might feel that to pass their work and get good grades, they might have to take a leftist tinge. You were the elected representative of all the students. You know their views and thoughts, and you passed your work. Do you believe that students have to take a leftist tinge to pass and get good grades at the university?
Thank you, Mr. Friday. Mr. Chairman, Mrs. Swindell, and gentlemen of the Commission, I would like to say first that I think the charge that students at Chapel Hill are forced to take a leftist tinge in their work is totally unjustified and an irresponsible allegation. To begin with, most of the many subjects which are taught at Chapel Hill, of course, have no connection with politics in any way whatsoever. In disciplines such as mathematics, chemistry, physics, and foreign languages, for example, I think it's obvious to everyone that political affiliations and political beliefs are entirely irrelevant. But of course, there are a number of other subjects at Chapel Hill which do involve the discussion of public policies and public affairs. These courses would include matters such as political science, sociology, economics, and history. Last June, I graduated from the university with a degree in political science. In addition to my major, I took a number of courses in history, economics, sociology, and English literature. I have never once felt that I had to take a leftist viewpoint in order to pass my work or to receive good grades. Nor have I ever heard any of my fellow students say that they felt they had to modify or to conceal their views in order to succeed academically. But let me tell you for a moment just exactly what students do feel is required of them at Chapel Hill. Simply stated, we must exhibit a high standard of scholarship. This includes the retention and a clear understanding of factual material. It includes an ability to communicate this understanding in papers and on examinations. And it includes the capacity to explain and to interpret the facts which we learn. These are the requirements for any student at our state university, whether he be a Republican or a Democrat, whether he be a conservative or a liberal. I know this is true from my personal experience because I have lived and studied in Chapel Hill for 4 years. During this time, as you can very well imagine, I've taken courses with students who hold quite a wide variety of political beliefs. I have seen one officer of the conservative student organization Young Americans for Freedom graduate from the University Phi Beta Kappa. There are countless similar examples. Another one which stands out quite clearly in my mind occurred when I was taking an economics course in my junior year. The political beliefs of the particular professor who was teaching this course could probably be described as those of a liberal Democrat. One day after a class, I talked with a fellow student in the course, and we discussed the topics that had been covered in that day's session. The boy told me that he was particularly interested in this course because it gave him a clearer understanding of exactly what the role of the federal government was in the American economy. The student said that in his opinion, all government involvement in the free enterprise system should be kept to the very bare minimum. And the boy had expressed the same viewpoint in many of the class discussions before that time and later. At the end of the year, this same student received an A in the course, and he had accumulated the highest grade point average in the class. Obviously, his views were not exactly the same as those of the professor, but he received the grade which he had honestly earned exactly the same way that all his classmates did. The students at Chapel Hill simply do not feel that they must twist their beliefs in order to placate professors. Rather, we are very proud of the excellent faculty at the university. We respect their integrity and their objectivity, and we very much appreciate their unselfish devotion to the teaching profession. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Spearman.